So we just finished a day of looking at places that we looked at around Walla Walla and also the Tri-Cities. And so if anyone's moving here into the area, found a great real estate agent. And her name is Mary Lou. And what company are you with, Mary Lou?
With Imagine Realty.
Imagine Realty. And where are you located out of?
We have 3 different offices. We're in Moses Lake, Othello, and Tri-Cities.
Great. And your full name is what?
Mary Lou Ochoa.
Mary Lou Ochoa.
Ochoa.
Okay, great. And so if they need to reach you, how could they do that?
Call me, 509-331-9572. I'm happy to help them.
Okay.
And any of the Columbia Basin, basically.
Great. She's top of the line. So if you're moving here, she's an awesome realtor. Hey, thank you, Mary Lou.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks, bye. I really love this area of Eastern Washington. There's so much green and beautiful all kinds of agriculture, all kinds of these are, I think that's hops. They're growing hops. It's either hops or wine, I'm not sure. Is that a S&D orchards? I'm not sure, but they have a lot of wine. This wine country. They do have hops for beer here, and they've got these incredible fields with all kinds of agriculture. It's just a beautiful area, and it's diverse as well. I mean, some areas you're going to be in desert. There's a lot of cattle. There's some more growth here. Just rich in agriculture. Just beautiful. I love this area. Of the rolling hills. The rolling hills. Beautiful. One of my first jobs was to build grain bins. Those over there when I was a kid. I was about 12 years old. And we spent a summer, several of us spent a summer building grain bins. And it was really fun. They're rather simple to make. You build a perimeter around. You dig about 2 feet deep, 2 feet wide, about 2 feet deep. You build from the bottom up. You take tin, and it's encircled. You attach the circling tins to each other, and then you slowly go up until the end. You have a pulley, and you have a roof you put on top of it. Then you put cement and gravel in the bottom. Cement in where you dug the 2 feet deep, 2 feet wide area, and you insert it in there, and then you got gravel in the bottom. At least it used to be gravel. And I think no. Then over the gravel you'll have cement, and then you have to watch these things for about 3 days to make sure that no wind blows them over and they're stable. That's how you build a grain bin. It takes about 3 days to build a grain bin, as I recall. That's about it. It took us about 3 days. It's great duck hunting in spots like this where this water is. We grew up duck hunting a lot. Idaho. Very similar terrain to Idaho. Duck and pheasant hunting. Not that many pheasant and duck around anymore. Now these, like I say, this is wine country. And there's a lot of Washington wines grown, especially Walla Walla, Washington. Got what they call high desert out here, I believe. It's high desert. Considered high desert. lot of birds of prey. Great fishing out here in some of these areas as well. My parents used to go to a place called Potluck out here. And great fishing. In my opinion, a great place to retire. Lots of trains going through here all the time. Coming into an area where there's a lot of lava rock. Mesa. There is a little town called Mesa. Don't know when all the volcanic activity was, but had to be pretty dramatic. Richland. So you can see a lot of houses on the hill up there. Probably the wealthier of the Tri-Cities live in Richland, I would think. I will say this about the Tri-Cities. The drivers on these freeways have to be some of the fastest drivers I've ever been around. Well, except for Redmond, Washington, where you have Microsoft. Those guys are wild with their driving. But they are, I think, partly because they have such great freeway systems. And I don't know, maybe the police don't monitor much, but these guys move, I'll tell you. I like it about the Tri-Cities is it's very clean, and their freeway system is awesome. It's really nice. There's some beautiful deciduous trees in these areas. Incredible. This spring and summer, it's really, really beautiful. There's a tree here that is a very silver look to it. Not sure what it is. You can see those houses on the hills, some multi-million-dollar homes up there. This is called West Richland. Entering Pasco, Washington. It's a nice little town. There are 3 cities here called Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland. Kennewick and Richland are adjacent to each other. Pasco is a little bit down in the valley. I like Pasco very much. A lot of people prefer Richland, but I happen to like Pasco a lot. I met and knew the guy that inherited Circle K. He lived in Montana. He was a trapper. And he inherited all of the Circle K. So he went to Hollywood and moved there and lived there for about 2 years. He lived his entire life in the Island Park region of Idaho, over by Yellowstone Park, well as West Yellowstone. He was a trapper his whole life, real mountain man. Thought, holy cow, what am I doing in Hollywood? He was miserable. Went back, built himself a beautiful cabin and a resort area, and lived there the rest of his life. He had a telephone down in his basement of the bar. He had a bar down there. Basement. This telephone was solid gold. It had it was heavy, very heavy. I'm heading to Walla Walla, Washington. The whole region is just beautiful around here. There's 60 miles per hour speed limit. It's the strangest thing in the middle of nowhere, and nobody follows it. Everyone's going about 70. Columbia River over there. Some beautiful views along here, along the Columbia River. It's a beautiful drive from here to Portland. It's a beautiful drive following the Columbia River. Beautiful valley, Walla Walla Valley. A lot of windmills, a lot of wine producers here. Little town of Touchy, Washington. My sister lived here and her husband for many years. It's a very quiet little town. And lots of property out there, ranches and so forth, and some very nice homes. Just had lunch at this Claret's restaurant in Walla Walla. Great food. This is the center of town of Walla Walla, Washington. The old side, the old town. It's a beautiful town. Walla Walla is really nice. I like it a lot. Got some beautiful homes here, Walla Walla, Washington. Beautiful places. They have a college here, a 4-year college. 2 4-year colleges. They have 2 4-year colleges. One's a Seventh-day Adventist and the other one is a liberal arts college. And then they have a 2-year college here in Walla Walla as well. Just leaving Walla Walla. They have lots and lots of windmills up on those hills. Hundreds of them. Like I say, I love the rolling hills around here. So nice. There's all the windmills. Everywhere. Coming upon the Multnomah Falls with a train running under it. And this is in Oregon along the Columbia River.